Hello and welcome to this episode of Microchips and one of the radios from my What Rubbish Have I Bought Now video. So here we have the Realistic TRC-1007 handheld. So let's see what we can find with it. Obviously somebody's had trouble getting the screw out of the back. Radio looks in okay condition for its age. It does come on. It does seem to be transmitting. Let's have a listen on a... Yep, seems to be working. Excuse the ground hum. But we seem to have no RX audio. So I've got a feeling I know what this problem is. I've had this before on these radios. And unfortunately it's a nasty design problem. But let's see if it cures it anyway. So let's just do some basic diagnostics. Make sure it's not the internal speaker. So we've got it plugged into an external speaker and still nothing. So I was just measuring some parts in the radio. And it sprung to life. So yeah, we definitely have some form of intermittent problem here, and I could not get it to go back off again. So it seems to be working now, but we can't leave it in this condition. We're going to have to at least try and find out what the problem is, because it will go off again. So seems to be working correctly now. I can't seem to get the audio to go off. But we're going to do what I think's wrong with it anyway. So the common issue on these radios seems to be these through hole or through board vias. I've had this on a radio before, and they just break and go dry. So I think we'll have to hunt all of these down and resolder them. But I couldn't make the audio go on or off by prodding and poking them. And there's a few hidden away under some components that we're going to have to look at. So I was just using my meter probe just to go around, see if I could get the fault to change. And this was actually a few days later when it had actually gone off again. So now we're trying to get the sound back on. And absolutely nothing. But off camera I did give the board a twist and it did come back on, so we know it's that. You see, these things are hidden everywhere. So I think we're going to have to go through them, go through each one of them. So I've taken out the RF transistors. Funnily enough, it's actually come back on now. So we're going to have to go through the whole board, try and find them. See, it just does not want to go off now. no matter how much we twist it and mess about with it. So you can see the through hole. That's the one I've actually desoldered where the RF transistors were. So we're going to go through each one of them and solder them up. Make sure they're correctly soldered. So to make sure it goes through, added some flux to it, and we'll do it from both sides just to make sure. Now underneath the sockets at the side reveals some more, so we'll have to deal with those. I think the problem is actually one of the ones down there. There's one below that metal can in the middle as well. Not sure whether that's our issue, but I've got a feeling I know which one it is, and it's that one. That one's straight on the audio amplifier circuit. I've got a feeling it's that one. So, soldered them all up, reassembled the radio. It's now working again. So, I'm just going to have to test it and test it and test it, see whether it goes off. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this short video on this Realistic TRC-1007. Don't forget to like, subscribe, join the Facebook group. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.